Insurance. We all need it, unless you don't drive, or you don't have a house, or you're just a reckless person, in which case, keep that energy up. We like that. But how do I know which insurance to pick? I could compare all their prices on my own, go on their website, look at numbers all day.
Yeah.
Or they could tell me why I should choose them with a silly little fella. I like that option. That option seems better to me. Now, keep in mind, they can't all be silly little fellas, but that's okay because they can't all have my business, and they should have taken that into consideration. Today, I'm going to be watching the best commercials from all of these insurance companies, and we're going to see which insurance company I should go with based on that. Like and subscribe also for me, please. Did you zoom in on the wink? You're supposed to zoom in on. I'm going to be calling these first couple commercials the barnyard section of the video.
Cows.
Because both companies' names have to do with farms. And I think calling it the barnyard section is quite silly.
Yeah, I'm married. Doesn't matter. You do that for me? Really? Yeah, I'd like that.
Who are you talking to?
It's Jake from State Farm. Sounds like a really good deal.
Jake from State Farm at 3 in the morning? Who is this?
It's Jake from State Farm.
What are you wearing, Jake from State Farm?
Khakis.
She sounds hideous.
Well, she's a guy, so...
Everybody and their mama knows about Jake from State Farm and his khakis. Something I never realized about these commercials is that they seem to be implying they are open 24/7. Is it really worth paying your employees all that extra money for the niche clientele who want to be on the phone with insurance agents after 6 p.m.? Maybe they're just letting us know, hey, if you're on hold with us until 3 a.m., we still will talk to you. I do have to talk about the switch that State Farm made a couple years ago. This guy, Jake from State Farm, that is actually not Jake from State Farm. He was just someone who worked for State Farm that they used in their commercial. And then they realized, hey, the people seem to like this commercial a decent amount. It's pretty popular. Let's rebrand and make Jake from State Farm the mascot of State Farm. To be clear, it's because the first guy wasn't an actor at all. But his name might have actually been Jake from State Farm. I don't actually know. Don't worry, the original actor got to reprise his role, kind of. I guess are they both Jake from State Farm?
What are you wearing, Jake from State Farm?
Khakis? Hey, do they ever ask you what you're wearing?
Yeah.
Based on that, I'm not really sure. Is it an alternate universe where a similar call happened to them, or does this couple just have really bad trust issues? I don't know, but it's a very nice passing of the pants, I guess, if you will. With all that said, we have now judged State Farm, and we'll think about, is that someone we want to do business with? We'll talk about it later, but for now, let's get back to the barnyard.
You can feel confident choosing Farmers, which means a black cat doesn't always spell bad news.
What about a gang of them?
Actually, a group of cats is called a clowder. Isn't that right, tough guy?
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
This one's a pretty short commercial. It's more suited for the internet because it's the 15 seconds of an unskippable YouTube ad. Not that I would ever skip J.K. Simmons talking about a gang of cats.
A group of cats is called a clowder.
Sorry? Clowder. It's like chowder. He's a cat, right? You may know JK, if I may call you JK. You may know Mr. Simmons from his role as J. Jonah Jameson in the Spider-Man movie.
Mr. Jameson, your wife is on line 1. She needs to know if you...
Or maybe his role as J. Jonah Jameson in the second Spider-Man movie.
New villain in town, Doc Ock.
Genius.
But did you know he also played the rapper Nas?
Not so fast, you turd.
Oh, great, Nas. What do you want?
I want you to go to hell, Jay-Z.
He was also the peanut M&M. The yellow one, the dopey acting one, that was him.
Really?
That was J. Jonah, no. What's his... J.K. Simmons, that was his name. It's so many letters. He also played J. Jonah Jameson in Spider. Here comes Progressive and a sip from me. Stop showing, forehead.
Serious. We compare our direct rates side by side to find you a great deal, even if it's not with us.
Oh, that's helpful.
Well, our company does that too. Actually, we invented that. It's like a sauna in here.
Helping you save even if it's not with us. Now that's Progressive. Call or click today.
No mas pantalones.
These commercials are so white. Not like the background is white, not the people. Although the little board they had of compared prices up on the ceiling, it's a little deceiving. Because you see, the only insurance company on there that had better rates than Progressive, the commercial we're watching, by the way, was American Family Insurance. I didn't even know what that was based off the board. I had to look that up. I mean, I've heard of the American Family Insurance. It doesn't matter. That's not the point. So as far as I'm concerned, the only real best deal here that is Progressive. They're trying to say this.
We compare our direct rates side by side to find you a great deal, even if it's not with us.
I don't think so. Not only that, but American Family Insurance commercials, very bland.
Summer arrives early in Wisconsin. The lakes, the terrace, the farmer's market, and golf.
And I'm sure we can all agree that I'm only going to pick an insurance based off of a silly little guy, like I said earlier. So they know the price is only a little bit better and their commercials suck. They're not going to pick American Family Insurance. They're going to pick us because we got the second best prices. So this commercial is trying to trick me. Okay, I might be wrong, and I might be just unaware, and that's very possible. But I'm pretty sure that's like 4 too many digits for a telephone number. Okay, so I did call the number. It is Progressive. So you can just have however many numbers you want in your telephone number. Whatever amount of digits you can think of, that can be your telephone number. Is that right? I feel like I've been lied to most of my life. You have to own a business to do that, or just throw lots of money at whoever gives you telephone numbers, where, you know, the telephone people. What's the limit? How many digits can I have? Maybe the reason American Family Insurance's commercials are so boring is because all their extra funds are going to digits 11 through 23. The way this guy says sauna.
It's like a sauna in here.
That's pretty funny. Matt, if you're watching this, by the way, it's not your fault. But I clicked on your Snapchat you sent me on April 13th at like 7:10, 7:11. And it stopped my video recording. Anyway, we're moving along here.
Yeah, well, there is some monumental news. Geico's just announced new lower rates. Needless to say, it's all anyone can think about. Even me. Like, I'll be doing laundry, building shelves, watching TV, whatever. Start thinking about the fact that Geico's lowered their rates. Next thing you know, I'm like standing in the middle of the street, cars whizzing by, absolutely no idea how I got there. Hold up, this is the perfect example. I don't know where I am. Where am I? How you doing, all right? Check out Geico's new lower rates in New Jersey.
Out of all the mascots that Geico has, this one is the most boring. I'm a big, dumb American. I need explosions and silliness if I'm gonna purchase your product, okay? And this little gecko, he's just too dry for me. It's not working. Although he is quite charming, and that alone was almost enough to make me switch insurance companies. If that wasn't horribly irresponsible. We do have more Geico commercials to watch, so maybe they can sell me, but not sell me. They can sell insurance to me, my money transaction.
At Geico.com, you can handle all your car insurance needs online. It's so easy, a caveman could do it.
Seriously, we apologize. We had no idea you guys were still around.
Yeah, next time maybe do a little research.
Gentlemen, are we ready to order?
I'll have the roast duck with the mango salsa. I don't have much of an appetite, thank you.
If the audio is only coming out of one speaker for you, just want you to know it's not my fault, and I will not be explaining why. I fixed it. These cavemen are not around anymore. But did you know that they had a TV show? Did you also know that it was regarded as one of the worst shows to ever exist? And did you also know that it had Nick Kroll in it? Don't worry about him. He went on to do one of the biggest and best and funniest shows to ever happen ever. I remember liking these commercials, but even as like an 8-year-old kid, I thought that this is kind of odd for a TV show. If any insurance character should have a TV show, it should be None of them. Now, I do have to apologize before and after the next commercial. I'm sorry.
Uh-oh, guess what day it is? Guess what day it is? Huh? Anybody? Julie, hey, guess what day it is? Oh, come on, I know you can hear me. Mike. What day is it, Mike? Leslie, guess what today is?
It's hump day.
Ronnie, how happy are folks who save hundreds of dollars switching to Geico? I'd say happier than a camel on Wednesday.
Hump day!
Get happy. Get Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more.
I'm sorry. It's definitely one of the more annoying commercials that we have today, or just at all. I felt like I needed to put that one in here because, as annoying as it is, it's something that is quoted by about 12% of the Earth's population every Wednesday, and that is a statistic that I just made up right now.
It's hump day.
Good for camels, though. You know, there hasn't been much cultural representation for them in the past 10 or so years since the downfall of cigarettes. Let's get a return of camels, you know? Put them in commercials and stuff. I think they're silly. What's going on with them? I've barely seen a real camel, much less a cartoon one. I want to see both. Don't come to my house with a camel, though. I don't want that. And unfortunately, that was not the most annoying commercial that we have today.
Switching to Geico really save you 15% or more on car insurance. Did the little piggy cry wee, wee, wee all the way home?
Max. Maxwell.
Yeah?
You're home.
Oh, cool. Thanks, Mrs. A.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more.
I'm ashamed to admit that as a kid, I did actually think this was kind of silly. Because kids have just the worst sense of humor that ever, honestly. But I'm not ashamed to admit that, okay? It was silly back then, okay? It was very silly, and I like silly things. How many more animals are they gonna go through before they realize we should just bring the cavemen back? So what if they had a TV show that was just ass? Just bring up, they worked for commercials, so enough abusing animals like this, let's bring back some cavemen. Honestly, the cavemen may have come back. I have no idea. I don't watch regular TV that much. And I'm not going to do research. I watch and I talk. I'm not going to read. This is YouTube. It's not you read. If you stop watching now, I do understand. But I'll be a sad guy. And that's on you. We're done with Geico. Let's get really serious. We're getting really serious now, okay? This is serious time. Allstate Magic 8 Ball.
So you got a good deal on car insurance. Are you sure? If a friend borrows your car and something happens, are you covered? Will your rates go up if you have an accident? An Allstate agent will give you straight answers, help you get the protection that's right for you, and can even save you money. Without an Allstate agent, you're behind the 8 ball. That's Allstate stand. Are you in good hands?
Okay, I see what we're doing here. We're going less funny and more handsome. There is some casual humor going on here, but the focal point is this man. And what a man he is. This commercial works so well that the YouTube video I found to record to put into my YouTube video has 206,000 views and no comments. This commercial probably only took like 30 minutes to film and edit and get on the air, and yet it's still working for me. So for that, it gets an 8 out of 10. Nothing else for me to really say here. It's simple, and it's nice. It's very classy is what it is.
I'm a teenage girl. My BFF Becky texts and says she's kissed Johnny. Well, that's a problem, because I like Johnny. Now, I'm emotionally compromised and whoopsies. I'm all, OMG, Becky's not even hot. And if you've got cut rate insurance, you could be paying for this yourself. So get Allstate. You can save money and be better protected from mayhem like me.
Dollar for dollar, nobody protects you from mayhem like Allstate.
If I had a nickel for every time an Allstate mascot was a recurring character on Brooklyn Nine-Nine...
I should have known Agent Whelan was dirty. There were signs. He wore a V-neck once.
Bob, you did nothing.
It's my greatest regret.
Is this a police station or a toilet? Because all I see is turds.
I'd have 2 nickels. Which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice.
I recorded more for this segment, and then I realized it was not good. So that's it. We're going to the next commercial. Oh, roll it.
Nationwide is on your side.
That's a giant baby. Is a big baby. I am scared of big babies. Look what they can do. Don't trust big babies. Don't trust them. The only thing that'd be worse than just a normal giant big baby is a giant big baby that's also a clown. Gross, dude. Ew. I don't want to think about that, but God, I hate that. Nationwide does not have a specific mascot that I can think of, but I put them on here because I do remember their jingle pretty well.
Nationwide is on your side.
It's not even anything special, really. It's just ingrained in my head. This specific commercial was just the first one that came up that looked like I could maybe say things about it for this video, and I can't. I got nothing to say, really. I don't got much. It's just a big baby. And my job here is to say things about stuff. And by job, I do mean moneyless hobby. So like and subscribe. If I've learned anything from Progressive, it's that Nationwide has the worst rates. So that, coupled with the big baby and the thought of clowns that wasn't there until I put it out there, I'm starting to lean away from Nationwide, I think. So I'm sorry, Nationwide. You will not be getting my rose. That is a Bachelor reference. And I am 70% sure that it is. Now that we're here at the end of the video, this is the end, by the way. No more commercials. Have you seen anything that you like? Any insurance companies that you want to go with? You can go ahead and say it now. Which one are you thinking? Ah, now that is a choice. And it's wrong. That's the wrong choice. There was only one true choice, and we didn't even watch a commercial for it. That's right, the correct answer was staring you in the face all along. It was the American Family Insurance.
Golf.
Dummy. They had the cheapest rates. You picked the one with the cheapest rates that gets you the best coverage or whatever, which I don't. It might. I don't know. It probably doesn't, but it's the cheapest one, and that is the American way. I'm just joking. Okay, don't pick them based off of rates. That's lame. The right answer is Progressive, okay? Because that's the one that I have. I'm pretty sure. Okay, but the actual best one was State Farm, I think. It's iconic, I guess. We'll go with that one.
It's Jake from State Farm.
Put in the comments which one you would. I'm not just farming engagement, okay? You got to put in the comments which insurance you would go with. Which one had the best commercial. I don't know why I did the little dance. And that's it, really. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the little bell even if you're feeling silly. And that is a threat. Because I might not be a giant baby, but that doesn't mean they aren't out there. So, stay safe, y'all. I'm the only one warning you about giant clown babies. I think I worded everything right. If I didn't, hey, you know what? Fuck you. Giant babies are scary. We don't like that shit. They're so big and powerful, but they have the mind of a baby.